And good afternoon, YouTube. So I have this reminder that popped up. This is under Thunderbird, and I just go into their calendar utility and set up a reminder to pop up. I think it's either every 3 to 6 months, and I tell myself to recharge my lantern batteries. So what that means is I've got some rechargeable lanterns like this one here. This is a Lighthawk. It used to be a quartz halogen rechargeable lantern. Has a 6-volt lead acid battery in there. I think it's around 4 or 5 amp hours. And with a quartz halogen light, you could run it a few hours, and then it also had this dimmer built in. You could actually dim it down. I've replaced this with a 1-watt LED, so the dimmer doesn't really do anything anymore because the LED is non-dimmable, so it's going to try to increase its current to keep the power output the same. But what I've done is I left this on about 8 hours yesterday and about the same amount of time today. So this has been running about 16 hours. What I wanted to do was check the battery voltage and see what it's reading. So let's do that. Yeah, here's a close-up look. I put a note to myself that this is 6 volts and there's a special lighter plug adapter that they make to charge this. So that's what I'm going to do once I check the battery voltage. And this one's kind of neat, and put a red or a yellow cover over the light to change the color. And at one point I had also put in this tiny little LED here that's, if we can show you, this is the light that I have in there now. At one point I had tried this little light, and you can maybe see that it's on there. Gave a incredibly long run time on the battery, but the light was so low that it was almost useless. I didn't use it that much because the light was so low. And then what would happen is the battery would just self-discharge over a couple of years, and I went to use it a couple of years ago and the battery was dead and it wouldn't take a charge. Thus, I set up this reminder to tell me to recharge my batteries periodically because you kind of forget about them otherwise. So there's the battery inside. Just got your regular old, let's see, what is that, a 6-volt lead acid battery. I think it was 4 or 5 amp hours if I recall. And what I'll do is just check the voltage real quick. Okay, so got my voltmeter here, and I'll check the battery voltage. Looks like we're 5.8, so I've managed to pull it down a little bit. That was about 16 hours of run time. So this should be good to recharge now. Okay, so we got the light out here by my battery bank, and there's the plug. I'll show you the little charger adapter that they provide with that. And here you go. Here's the plug plugged in, and then it's got a little, there's apparently a little 6-volt charger inside there, and the red LED stays on until it's charged, and then it shuts off. So I'll just leave that plugged in for a while, and we'll get a free charge on solar battery power. And there's the light. This one is also nice because you can actually run it while it's charging too. I know there's a lot of devices that you can, and like my camera, you can charge it or you can run it, but you can't do both at the same time. This is nice if you're camping and you find your battery's dead. You can just plug it into a 12-volt outlet and it works while it charges, so that's pretty handy. So yeah, hopefully if you have some rechargeable lights like that that don't get periodic use, you might want to make sure you keep them charged up and kind of cycle them every once in a while. If you found that video helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, put that in the comments section below. And as always, thanks for watching.